Beloved child, there is a person in your life right now. Someone whose heart changes the moment your name appears. Someone who notices when your voice sounds tired, when your smile hides pain, when your silence becomes heavier than words. And the terrifying part? Everyone around you already sees it. Except you. Don't skip. Because before this message ends, you will realize something that has been standing in front of you for a very long time. There are moments in life that pass quietly. Moments so small that most people ignore them forever. But tonight, we are not ignoring them anymore. Because there is a reason this person keeps returning to your life. A reason they always appear when you are close to giving up. A reason their eyes search for you in crowded places. A reason they remember tiny details nobody else remembers. This is not ordinary. And something huge is waiting for you at the end of this story. Listen carefully. You think love always arrives loudly. You think it announces itself like thunder. You think someone must say dramatic words, or make impossible promises. But real love? Real love is terrifyingly quiet. It hides itself in patience. In waiting. In watching. In caring without asking for anything back. That is exactly why you missed it. Because while you were searching for signs that looked powerful, someone was already loving you in ways too deep to explain. Have you noticed? This person never disappears completely. Even after arguments. Even after distance. Even after cold silence. Somehow, they always come back near you. Not because they are weak. Because their heart refuses to let go. Stay till the end. Because what you are about to understand may completely change the way you see one specific person forever. There was a day, you were exhausted. Nobody noticed. But this person did. You tried to act normal. You forced a smile. You pretended everything was okay. But they looked at you differently. Not with curiosity. With concern. That was not accidental. People only observe deeply when their heart is emotionally connected. And this person? They study your emotions more carefully than you realize. You think they are casual. No. They are careful. Careful with your feelings. Careful with your sadness. Careful with your fragile moments. And the strange part? They probably never planned to fall this deeply. It happened slowly. One conversation. One laugh. One moment. One memory at a time. Until suddenly, your happiness started affecting theirs. That is when love becomes dangerous. Because once someone's heart attaches to your peace, they begin carrying your pain secretly. And you never noticed. Don't skip now. Because this next truth changes everything. Have you ever wondered why this person gets affected when someone hurts you? Why they become quiet when you are distant? Why they remember things you forgot saying? Because emotionally, they never left your side. Even when physically far away, their mind keeps returning to you. Right now, there are words sitting inside their chest that they may never say aloud. Not because the feelings are small. Because the feelings are too big. Some people stay silent when emotions become overwhelming. And this person? They fear losing you more than hiding the truth. So they continue pretending. Pretending friendship is enough. Pretending casual conversations are enough. Pretending your presence doesn't affect them deeply. But everyone else sees through it. That is the painful part. People around you notice the way they look at you. The way their energy changes around you. The way their attention automatically follows you. It is visible. Visible to everyone, except the one person they truly want to understand it. You. And tonight, that changes. Because there is one memory this person carries every single day. A memory connected to you. Maybe you smiled at them once during a difficult moment. Maybe you encouraged them when nobody else believed in them. Maybe you listened when the whole world ignored them. You forgot it. But they didn't. To them, that moment became permanent. That is how love quietly begins. Not through perfection. Through emotional impact. And there is more. Much more. Because this person has already imagined losing you. Yes. Late at night, during silent moments. They have imagined a future where you slowly disappear from their life. And every single time, their heart panics. Why? Because some connections are not temporary. Some people enter your life carrying emotional weight powerful enough to alter your destiny. This is why they cannot walk away fully. This is why they return. Again. And again. And again. Even when logic tells them not to. Stay till the end. Do not skip this moment. Because the next realization may hit harder than anything before. You think love is always confessed. It is not. Sometimes love hides itself behind ordinary actions. Checking if you reached home safely. Remembering your favorite things. Noticing your emotional shifts. Protecting your name when others speak negatively. Getting happy over your smallest victories. These are not random behaviors. These are emotional fingerprints. And someone has been leaving those fingerprints all over your life. Quietly. Without demanding recognition. Without asking for reward. Because their heart already chose you long ago. You just never saw it. But now, you are beginning to. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Because suddenly every memory starts connecting. Every strange moment. Every unexplained reaction. Every deep stare. Every emotional silence. It all begins making sense. And the biggest truth? This person is waiting. Waiting for the smallest sign from you. Waiting for one honest moment. Waiting for one sentence that tells them they are not alone in feeling this deeply. But time is moving. And hearts become tired when they wait too long. That is why this message found you now. Not later. Now. Because some connections are too important to misunderstand forever. And before this part ends, there is one final thing you must hear carefully. The person who truly loves you will never compete for attention. They compete for your peace. Read that again inside your heart. Because the one who loves you most, is usually the one who protects your soul quietly while everyone else only admires your surface. And somewhere near you, someone has been doing exactly that. Silently. Faithfully. Deeply. While you remained unaware. But not anymore. And now, the part nobody warned you about begins. Because the moment you finally start noticing this person's love, everything becomes impossible to ignore. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. And the final revelation in this part may completely change the way you think about your entire connection with them. There is a reason this person becomes different around you. Have you noticed it? Around others, they are normal. Calm. Casual. Controlled. But around you? Their energy shifts. Their voice changes slightly. Their attention becomes sharper. Their silence becomes deeper. That is not coincidence. That is emotional exposure. Because no matter how hard someone hides their feelings, the heart always leaks through behavior. And this person? They have been revealing everything without speaking directly. You just never translated the signs. But tonight, you will. Listen carefully. There are 3 moments when someone accidentally reveals love. The first is when they are worried. The second is when they are jealous. And the third is when they think they are losing you. That third moment changes everything. Because suddenly, their calm disappears. Their replies become emotional. Their silence becomes heavy. Their eyes carry fear they cannot explain. Why? Because the thought of another person taking your place in their life feels unbearable to them. And no, this is not ordinary attachment. This is emotional dependency created by deep love. A love so quiet, that even they may struggle to explain it. Stay till the end. Because the next truth is something most people never realize until it is too late. This person has already sacrificed things for you. Time. Sleep. Peace of mind. Emotional energy. Without announcing it. Without asking for praise. Because when love becomes real, people stop counting what they give. And this person? They give more than you know. Maybe they waited for your message while pretending not to care. Maybe they replayed your conversations late at night. Maybe they smiled at one small compliment from you for days afterward. You thought it was nothing. To them, it was everything. That is the terrifying beauty of hidden love. Small moments become unforgettable. And there is one specific thing this person does that exposes the entire truth. Watch carefully. Whenever something good happens to you, they become genuinely happy. Not fake happy. Not polite happy. Real happiness. The kind that reaches their eyes instantly. Because your joy emotionally affects them. And people do not react that way unless their heart is deeply attached. Don't skip now. Because this next part may hit directly into your soul. There are nights when this person thinks about telling you everything. Yes. More nights than you realize. They imagine finally confessing. Finally revealing how much you matter. finally admitting that your presence changed their life completely. But every single time, fear stops them. Fear of losing you. Fear of ruining the connection. Fear that you may never feel the same. So instead, they continue loving you silently. Smiling carefully. Speaking carefully. Hiding carefully. While their heart becomes louder every day. And here is the shocking part. The people around them probably already know. Friends notice it. Family notices it. Even strangers can sometimes feel the tension between two people connected emotionally. Because real feelings create invisible energy. And whether you believe it or not, you feel it too. That unexplained pull toward them. That strange comfort around them. That feeling that conversations with them feel different from everyone else. Your soul noticed long before your mind did. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because the final truth of this part is not just emotional. It is life-changing. There is someone in this world who watches your happiness like it is their own responsibility. Think about that carefully. In a world where many people pretend, someone genuinely wants you to win. Someone genuinely wants you safe. At peace. Smiling. Growing. Healing. And they expect nothing in return. That kind of love is rare. Painfully rare. Most people spend years searching for what has already been standing beside them quietly. Do not let blindness make you lose something priceless. Because sometimes, the person who loves you most is not the loudest person. It is the quiet one. The patient one. The one who stayed when leaving would have been easier. And this person? They stayed. Through confusion. Through distance. Through silence. Through emotional exhaustion. Because their heart kept choosing you, even when you gave them no reason to continue hoping. That is not weakness. That is depth. And now, there is something you must hear very carefully. The reason this message feels personal is because your heart already knows who this person is. You pictured them while listening. You remembered their face during these words. That was not random. Because deep inside, you have started connecting the dots. The late replies that secretly hurt them. The moments they looked disappointed when you pulled away. The times they tried to hide concern behind casual questions. It all makes sense now. Doesn't it? And yet, the biggest moment has not arrived yet. Because soon, very soon, this person may reach a breaking point. Not from anger. From emotional exhaustion. Waiting silently is heavy. Loving quietly is painful. Pretending not to care destroys people slowly. And if they finally decide to walk away someday, the silence they leave behind will hit harder than you expect. Because some people become part of your emotional world so naturally, you only realize their importance after they stop showing up. Do not ignore what your heart is finally beginning to understand. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because one final revelation remains. This person never needed perfection from you. They never expected you to become flawless. They never needed you to always have the right words. They never demanded impossible things. They simply wanted closeness, presence, connection. You. That is all. And maybe, just maybe, the greatest love story in your life has been standing directly in front of you this entire time, waiting for you to finally see it. There is one truth about love that almost nobody realizes until life forces them to see it. The person who truly loves you will quietly memorize versions of you that even you have forgotten. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you, and the final moments of this part may reveal why this connection was never ordinary from the beginning. Right now, somewhere close to you, there is a person carrying emotions they cannot release. Not because they want attention. Because your existence became part of their emotional world. And once that happens, nothing feels simple anymore. Have you noticed how this person reacts when you suddenly become distant? They try to act normal. But something changes. Their energy weakens. Their words become slower. Their smile looks incomplete. Because your absence creates silence inside them. That is not temporary attraction. That is emotional attachment so deep, it begins affecting daily life. And here is the frightening part. You probably still think they are just being nice. No. People are nice to many people. But they do not lose sleep over everyone. They do not replay conversations with everyone. They do not secretly wait for messages from everyone. This person waits for you. And tonight, you finally need to understand why. Stay till the end. Because the next revelation connects every confusing moment you shared with them. There were times this person almost told you the truth. Almost. Their heart reached the edge. Their emotions became too heavy to hide. But then, you smiled casually, changed the subject, or acted unaware. And they buried the feelings again. Not because the feelings disappeared. Because rejection from the wrong person feels unbearable. Especially when that person means everything to you. So they continued pretending. Pretending friendship was enough. Pretending your attention was enough. Pretending they were okay watching you walk away repeatedly. But deep inside, every distance hurt them more than you know. And yet, they still stayed. Think about how rare that is. In today's world, most people leave when things become emotionally difficult. But this person? They remained. Not because it was easy. Because their heart refuses to disconnect from yours. Don't skip now. Because this next truth explains everything. Love reveals itself most clearly in consistency. Anyone can fake attention for one day. Anyone can pretend for one conversation. Anyone can act caring temporarily. But consistency? That exposes real feelings. And this person has been consistent. Consistently checking on you. Consistently noticing your mood. Consistently appearing during difficult moments. Consistently remembering details nobody else remembers. That level of emotional focus cannot be faked forever. At some point, the truth always escapes through actions. And their actions have been screaming silently for a very long time. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is one memory this person carries that changed everything forever. A moment where you unknowingly became emotionally irreplaceable to them. Maybe you defended them once. Maybe you encouraged them during weakness. Maybe you gave them comfort during chaos. To you, it felt small. To them, it became permanent. People never forget the person who made them feel emotionally safe. Never. And since that moment, their heart has moved differently around you. That is why they forgive your distance faster than others would. That is why your words affect them more deeply. That is why your approval matters more than it should. Because emotionally, they already attached part of their happiness to you. And no matter how carefully they hide it, the truth leaks out. You can see it in the way they listen to you differently. The way they protect your feelings carefully. The way they become quiet whenever someone else gets too close to you. Yes. Jealousy. Not loud jealousy. Silent jealousy. The dangerous kind nobody talks about. The kind where someone smiles outwardly, while their heart quietly breaks inside. Because they fear being replaced. And people only fear replacement when someone truly matters to them. Stay till the end. Do not skip this moment. Because the next revelation may be the one that changes your heart completely. This person has imagined a future with you more times than you realize. Not fantasy. Emotion. Simple moments. Laughing together. Talking peacefully. Existing beside each other without pretending. That is what they secretly want most. Not perfection. Connection. Real connection. And the heartbreaking part? They probably convinced themselves you would never notice. That is why they became quieter with their feelings over time. Not because love faded. Because hope became painful. Still, they could never fully let go. Because every time they tried, you appeared again. One message. One conversation. One unexpected moment. And suddenly all their feelings returned stronger than before. That is not coincidence. Some emotional bonds keep pulling people back together no matter how much distance exists between them. And this bond? It is stronger than either of you admit. Don't skip. Because something huge is waiting for you in these final moments. One day, you are going to look at this person differently. Completely differently. And when that moment happens, every hidden sign will suddenly become obvious. You will remember the way they looked at you when you were hurting. You will remember the way they stayed during your worst moments. You will remember how deeply they cared without demanding anything. And then, you will realize something terrifying. The love you were searching for everywhere else was quietly standing beside you the entire time. Patiently. Silently. Faithfully. Waiting for you to finally see what everyone else already knew. There comes a moment in every hidden love story when silence becomes impossible to carry anymore. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you, and the final truth in this part may become the most unforgettable realization of your entire life. Right now, there is a person whose emotions become heavier every single day they remain unspoken. You see them smiling. You hear them talking normally. You think everything is ordinary. But inside them, an entire emotional storm has been building quietly around you. And nobody understands it better than they do. Because they tried to stop these feelings. More than once. They tried creating distance. They tried becoming colder. They tried convincing themselves it was nothing serious. But every attempt failed. Why? Because real love does not disappear simply because someone wants it to. Especially when the connection feels deeper than logic itself. And this connection? It has already gone beyond logic. Stay till the end. Because the next revelation explains why this person's heart keeps returning to you no matter how hard they try to move away. There is something about your presence that gives them emotional peace. Not temporary excitement. Peace. The kind people spend years searching for. When life hurts them, they think about you. When something beautiful happens, they want to tell you first. When they imagine the future, somehow your face keeps appearing inside it. That is not random. That is emotional belonging. And the terrifying part? They may never say this directly. Because some people love so deeply, they become afraid of ruining the connection by confessing it. So instead, they suffer quietly. They celebrate you quietly. They miss you quietly. They protect you quietly. And every day, their feelings grow stronger in silence. Don't skip now. Because what comes next changes everything. Have you ever noticed how this person reacts when you mention someone else? Watch carefully. The smile weakens slightly. The energy changes. The eyes become quieter. They hide it well. But not perfectly. Because the heart always reacts before the mind can control it. And in those moments, their fear becomes visible. Fear that one day, someone else will receive the love they were too afraid to confess. That fear keeps them awake more nights than you realize. Because losing you without ever being understood would break something inside them forever. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because this next truth is once in a lifetime. This person has already accepted versions of you nobody else fully understands. Your quiet moments. Your emotional walls. Your imperfections. Your confusion. Your distant phases. They saw all of it. And stayed anyway. Think about how rare that is. Most people only stay for the easy version of someone. But true love? True love stays even when things become emotionally complicated. And this person stayed. Not because they had to. Because their heart chose you completely. That is why your smallest actions affect them so deeply. One message from you can change their entire mood. One cold response can silence them for hours. One genuine smile from you can become the best part of their day. You still think your presence is ordinary to them. It isn't. To them, you became emotionally unforgettable a long time ago. And here comes the revelation nobody expects. The reason everyone else notices their love before you do, is because love changes people visibly. It changes how they speak, how they wait, how they care, how they react. And around you, this person becomes a completely different version of themselves. Softer, more patient, more emotional, more alive. Because your existence touches something deep inside them. Something they cannot replace. Don't skip. Because these final moments matter more than you think. One day soon, this person may stop hiding completely. Not through dramatic words. Through honesty. A quiet honesty that finally says, I cared more than I ever admitted. And when that moment arrives, everything between you will suddenly make sense. The long stares. The hidden sadness. The unspoken tension. The emotional closeness neither of you could explain. All of it will connect at once. And then you will realize. The greatest secret was never that someone loved you. The greatest secret was how long they loved you silently while you remained unaware. Stay till the end. Because the final truth is the most powerful one of all. Some people enter your life temporarily. But some people? They arrive carrying a connection powerful enough to change your heart forever. This person is one of them. That is why even after distance, something still pulls you back toward them. That is why their absence feels strangely noticeable. That is why their energy feels familiar even during silence. Your soul recognized them before your mind did. And maybe, just maybe, this entire time, the person you were waiting for was already standing beside you, loving you quietly, while the whole world noticed it before you finally did.